Welcome to my math channel. This is your coach, Mr. Magno. Today's lesson is lesson 28, and the objective is to write equations and word problems corresponding to tape and number line diagrams. And here is what the instructions are. Read them twice if you do not understand them. Create and solve. So I'm going to create and solve division story problems about 5 meters of rope that is modeled by the tape diagram below. Okay, here's our tape diagram. And the first thing you need to do is identify what's missing. So we have the total, which is the 5 meters, and that's represented by the tape diagram. And we don't know how many fourths in it. So that would be a good problem to come up with. Mr. Magno the cowboy. Mr. Magno the cowboy needs 5 meters. Let me correct that spelling error here. There it is. 5 meters of rope. He needs, let's make it a need. He needs to cut each meter cut each meter in fourths. So here's when we can create two questions. Here's question number 1. How many fourths there are? You know what? Let's just make one question. How many fourths there are in 20, in 5 meters? And that is our question. And now all we got to do is solve it, right? So we have, if you remember a procedure, this will be probably the step number 2. You're going to, excuse the sound that you can hear behind me, so it's okay. So now you're going to solve it, and it's going to be 5 meters divided into fourths. And just like we've been doing it, and I've been teaching you, we've been talking about this often, that when we have a division, we can convert it into a multiplication. So we're going to write the 5/1, which is the process to follow to convert the whole number into a fraction. Then we're going to flip. So we're going to keep the first fraction the same, change the multiplication, the division symbol. So we're going to change it into a multiplication, and then we're going to flip. Remember this, write this in your notes to remind you. We're going to flip this fraction. So now we're going to have the 4 as the numerator and the 1 as the denominator. 5 times 4 equals 20, and 1 times 1 equals 1. And you know that 20 divided by 1 equals 20. So there's going to be 20 fourths of rope in 5 meters of ropes. Okay, this is the process to solve these kinds of problems for module for lesson 28. Review it again, pause it when you need to. Your brain sometimes needs processing time, so give it to it. Signing out, your coach, Mr. Magno.